Hey guys, good evening. Guys, if you are able to see my screen, just type S in the chat box so that we can get started. Yes, great. Thanks for confirming, guys. So where we have written the yesterday's. Okay, I'll just do one thing. I'll go to the location. And here we have this HTML notes. I'll open the notes. Yeah, good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining and thanks for confirming that you are able to see my screen. So yesterday we covered till here, right? So hope everyone is clear so far, right? These topics are clear, right? So that I can continue with the next topics for today. Is everyone clear with yesterday's topics? Just type C in the chat box if it is clear so far. Just type C in the chat box, guys, if it is clear so far. Till here.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes, who is this?
I'm audible. This
Yes,
is
you are
Zishan.
audible.
Yeah, from today only I have joined the section.
Yeah, don't worry. You can talk to me at the end of the session. Till then, you can watch the session, okay?
Okay.
We can talk at the end of the session. Fine. Okay, anyone have joined recent in the today is the today session. Today is the first session for you. We can talk at the end of the session, guys. Okay. So don't worry about that. I'll guide you what to do and all at the end of the session. Just follow the session, guys. So now let's see how to create this hyperlinks. Okay. Now let's see how to create the hyperlinks in today's session. So for that, what I will do here is I'll go to one of the location in my machine, or I'll just go here. Here we have tried HTML/HTML, and here I'll save it as save as. Go to the downloads folder, any location in your machine for batch 2. I created a lot of files yesterday. Similarly, I'll create HTML file 5, I'll say, .html. And here there are two ways I told you. Either you can surround with double quotes or you can change this to all types and save. Okay. When you say all types, all the things will come. 1, 2, 3, 4, I covered. 5. This is the fifth one. So once I save that file in the Notepad++ editor, you will get this kind of colors and, the stuff. So yeah, head will be there, /head, and here body will be there, /body. Inside the head, I'll write the title, and here inside the body, I'll write something. But here I'll say HTML continued. Okay, HTML continued is the title of the page, and in the body, I'll try to create a hyperlink. So in order to create the hyperlink on the web pages, this particular hyperlink on the web pages, which tag we have to use, guys? Tell me in the chat box, what is the tag name that we have to use? What is the tag name we have to use? For creating the hyperlink, I'm asking about the tag name. Yes, it's anchor tag, A tag. It's anchor tag. Everyone can respond, including the new people. If you have some idea about HTML, these are some basics of HTML we are covering. So everyone can, just mention, like, these are very basic topics, okay, that we are taking care of. So everyone can participate, including new and old guys. Okay. So here anchor tag is the tag. A for anchor. A for what, guys? A for anchor. Everyone type in the chat box A for anchor. A stands for anchor here. Yes, A for anchor. Yes, correct, guys. Correct. A for anchor. Right. That's right. So using the anchor tag, we are going to create the hyperlink on the web pages. If you want to create a HTML code, it should start with HTML tag, end with HTML tag, and there will be two child tags like head and body tags, which are at the same level. In the head tag, we have provided the title tag, starting and ending. And here we have the body tag. Here we have the body tag. And in the body tag, we are going to write A/A. Okay, A/A. And now if I give some text here, for example, QFox text I have given here and save this. The moment I save this, okay, and here I'll go to the location where I have saved that HTML file in my machine. Here, the location. This is a file. Right click on this, select, open with some different browser. We can try in different browser also, guys. That's okay. Either Chrome or Microsoft Edge or Firefox you can take. I'll take Firefox this time and see what is happening. You can also open in Opera browser if I want. You see, it's taking a lot of time. That's okay. So you can see on the top, guys, what is the title of the page coming, or I'll just open that in Chrome browser, guys, which we are habituated to. Right click, Chrome browser. This looks very good for me. Yeah, this is a page that got opened. So here HTML continued is title is coming because here in the HTML code inside the head tags, we have created the title tags. In between the title tags, whatever the title I gave, that is appearing on this tab of this browser page, browser tab. On this browser tab, we are getting the same text that I have written inside the title, whatever the title, okay? Using which we can identify this particular page is coming here, HTML continued. And here, we are getting QFox. I thought some hyperlink will come. Will come because I'm surrounding this QFox text with, I'm surrounding this QFox text with anchor tags. I thought some hyperlink will come. But what is coming here, guys? Is a hyperlink coming? Can I click on this and go to the new page? Is that happening? No, it's not happening. Okay. It's not happening, guys. So who are new to this batch, just type me in the chat box. Who are new to this batch, just type me in the chat box. Meanwhile, the people who are new to the batch, type me in the chat box. Monica, Asus, what is your real name? ASUS, Sravanti, Sujit Kumar, Kavya. Okay, we have Monica, ASUS, Sravanti, Sujit, Kavya, Sheikh. Okay. Yes. Okay, there are like okay. Okay, guys, fine. So I'll talk to you at the end of the session, okay? I'll talk to you at the end of the session. Just follow this session. There is nothing here. We are just writing some HTML code. We are learning some HTML code, some basics only, not depth, okay? So if any problems, any questions, you can ask me and stop me and ask me. No need to worry. If you are not able to understand anything, I'll give you a plan at the end of the session, okay? You don't have to worry. I'll give you a plan at the end of the session, or we can discuss something, okay? At the end of the session, no need to worry. So here, I have surrounded this QFox text with anchor tags, but as a result, on the web page, I'm not getting any hyperlink. What is the reason? What is the reason, guys? I provided the text. but did I provide the URL of the hyperlink? For this particular hyperlink, did I provide the URL? Yes. Link is not provided. Okay. Link is not provided. How to provide the hyperlink? For that, we have to add the attributes. Till now, did I mention attributes anywhere? Till now, we don't have any attributes so far. This is the first time I'm covering the attributes. Till now, we have seen some starting tag, ending tag, starting tag, ending tag, starting tag, ending tag. Here also title starting tag, title ending tag. Here H1 starting tag, H1 ending tag, H2 starting, ending, H3 starting, ending, H4 starting, ending. Like that we have P starting tag, P ending tag. Here, this starting here, ending itself here. These are empty tags or empty elements, HTML elements or self-closing tags, which will start there itself or which will start and end there itself. Okay, either you can write like this or write like this. That doesn't have a separate ending tag. They are starting there only and they are ending there only. We can either write like this or like this. Okay. Here, this one is also a self-closing tag, which doesn't have ending tag that we have seen. But here, anchor tag has a starting tag, anchor tag has an ending tag. In that, some text is there. This is the content. Okay. This is nothing but the content. This is the starting tag in HTML. This is an HTML element, guys. Okay. Whatever I'm showing you here is a HTML element. What is the syntax of the HTML element? I'll show you. Okay, what is the syntax of HTML element? It will be like this, guys. Okay, the syntax of the HTML element will be like this. It will have a starting tag, and it will have a general HTML elements will have starting and ending tags. Okay, like this. This is an ending tag. Ending tag. This is okay. In between the starting and ending tag, whatever the text that is there is called as content. You can provide some content in between the starting and ending tag. But now one more thing I am introducing in this particular HTML element, that is nothing but attributes. Attribute name is equal to here attribute value. Okay, here we can have any number of attributes, guys. Where we have to specify the attributes, guys? In the starting or ending tags? Tell me where we have to specify the attributes, in the starting tags or ending tags, where we have to specify the attributes. Attribute value. Okay, like this. It can keep going. You can have any number of attributes here. Here two attributes are there. The attributes and along with their values should be specified in which tag? Starting or ending? In the starting tag, we have to specify. Everyone participate in the chat box. Okay, whenever I ask you something, just type in the chat box so that you will be very attentive in the sessions. The new people also try to get habituated here. Try to start typing something. Okay, whatever you understand from these sessions, you just involve here and start, answering the questions. Okay, yes, that's great, guys. That's great. Starting tags. We have to provide attributes inside the starting tags. Okay. So together, all these things, starting tag, ending tag, some content between the starting and ending tags, and the attributes and their values together, what they will form, what they will become, guys. All this together will become something known as, we call this as HTML element. What is that called as? Everyone type in the chat box. What is this called as? I have already gave the answer. You just need to type in the chat box. That's it. Okay. I already gave the answer. HTML element. Everyone type. All this together will become a HTML element. Starting tag, ending tag, content between the tags, attributes and their values together. All these things will become HTML element. Okay. This is called as HTML element. Okay. So hope you got the idea. Till now, whenever we have seen the HTML elements like different tags and all, till now we have not got any attributes. We have not tried attributes. For the first time we are trying the attributes here. So in the starting tag, anchor tag, there's one attribute, predefined attribute. All these things are predefined, guys. Here HTML is predefined, head is predefined, title tag is predefined, head is, that browsers will understand. Predefined means the browsers will understand. A is also predefined. It stands for anchor. We generally use anchor tags to represent them, to represent some hyperlinks on the web pages. In that, one of the attribute for this is what? Href is the attribute. And we have to give either double quotes or single quotes you can give. In the href attribute, you have to give the URL of the page. For example, if I click on this QFox text, I should be taken to one website that is nothing but my website. That is qfox.com website. You have to be taken to. This URL I'll copy from the browser and paste it here in the code. That's it. Now save this. The moment you save this and load this page in the browser, you see this HTML file 5.html, right? I just refresh here. See what happened. Earlier only text came. Now what is coming, guys? Hyperlink is coming. There's no more a text. It is a hyperlink. What is coming, guys? Hyperlink is coming. This is called as hyperlink. Okay. This is called as hyperlink. Everyone type hyperlink in the chat box. Okay, using that anchor tags, what I created with the help of href attribute and anchor tag, I created hyperlink. When I click on this hyperlink, you will be taken to the page. I may be taken to the page or not. Is it working or not? Hyperlink is working or not? Yes or no? Is the hyperlink working? When I click on that, yes. I'll go back, but my requirement got changed. What is the requirement? I just don't want a hyperlink, guys. When I click on this hyperlink, it should not open in the same tab. It should not open in the same tab. So when I click on the hyperlink, it's opening in the same tab. But I don't want it to be opened in the same tab. I want it to open in a new tab. For that, what I have to do? To open that in a new tab, I have to add one more attribute. You can add any number of attributes in the starting tag. All these attributes are predefined attributes. Anchor tag will have its own predefined attributes. Okay, like that, every type of HTML element will have its own attributes, guys. So here one more attribute for opening that hyperlink in another tab is the name of the attribute is target. Everyone type in the chat box. What is the name of the attribute? Target. Target. Okay. Target is the name of the other attribute. Here, target inside the equal to, inside the double quotes or single quotes, you write underscore blank. What do you have to specify, guys? Underscore blank. Everyone type underscore blank in the chat box. Underscore blank. For this target, you have to specify underscore blank. Okay. For href, you have to provide the URL. For target, you have to specify underscore blank. Okay. The moment you specify the underscore blank here and save this and refresh the page here, and now click, is it opening in the same tab or new tab, guys? The moment, how many times I click on this, you see, is the page opening in same tab or new tab? Tell me, guys, is the page opening in same tab or new tab? Every time it's opening in new tab. That means
New tab.
Yes, correct. It's new tab. Okay. So why? Because we added one attribute, that is target is equal to underscore blank attribute, which changes the property of this HTML element. Okay. These attributes and their values will change the properties of the elements. For example, for when I click on QFX, if I give a different URL, when I click on this, you will be taken to that website page that you have given the URL for. Okay. This attributes defines the way how these elements are going to work. HTML elements are going to work, or this content between the tags is going to work. Okay. We define them. Okay. This is a hyperlink, but we can set the different properties like height, width, and all. For anchor tag, will not set the height, width, but other elements are there where for images we have to set the height and width. Like the multiple attributes will be there, which will define the, okay. If you don't write underscore blank, it will open in the same tab, Rakesh. Got it, Rakesh? If you don't specify underscore blank, it will open in the same tab. It will not open in
But
the new tab.
if we write anything, then target you underscore blank by default or compulsory?
If you want to open in new tab, then underscore blank. If you don't specify, it will open in the same tab. Okay. There are other things that will go. Let's not go in depth for that. That we'll cover on the weekends. Okay. So whatever I wanted to cover at a high level, I'll cover. But your question is that apart from underscore blank, is there any other thing? Yes, there are other things also. Okay. There are other things, type of values are there. But if you specify underscore blank for this target, right, this link will open in a new tab. That's the purpose of the underscore blank. Okay. So at a high level, if you want to see, just a high level, if you want to see, go to ChatGPT and type it out, because I don't want to go in depth for that underscore.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Target attribute for anchor tags in HTML. Whatever you can specify, you see underscore self, you can specify underscore blank, you can specify underscore parent, underscore top. These are the different values we can specify to target. If you specify underscore blank, it will open in a new window or tab. Okay. So underscore self is used in a different situation. Underscore parent is used in a frames related situations. Okay. That we are not going to cover now. The full body of the window. Underscore top opens the linker document. We have to try this out. Okay. But majorly we general people use underscore blank. Okay. Either they have to specify this attribute. It's not compulsory. It's not mandatory. You can remove that also. If you provide, you can provide target is called underscore blank, because this link will open in the new tab. Got it? Fine. If you want to open or make that particular link open in the new tab, you have to say underscore blank. Clear, Rakesh?
Yes, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Next thing is, we are not covering it very depth. Okay. We are going at a high level only, because that much is required for Selenium automation. We don't have to explore in depth. But anyhow, we have these sessions going on weekends, non-tech to tech sessions, where we are covering in depth. Okay. Whoever want to, learn the things in depth, right? Attend that session. We'll do a lot of R&D on this kind of elements. Okay. In depth. For now, this much of knowledge is enough for Selenium automation as per our plan. And now let's go with the images. Okay. So everyone clear with the anchor tags and how to open the links in new tabs and how to create hyperlinks on the web pages? It is clear. Just type C in the chat box if it is clear. Everyone type C or S in the chat box. Anything is fine. If it is clear, just type S or C in the chat box. Then I'll start with the images. Any doubts you can ask me. If you are not able to understand this, you can ask me, no problem. Any small doubt, any silly doubt, Anything you guys can ask me, guys. There is no other issues. Okay, no problem in that asking the questions. The next part is creating the images. Okay, how to create the images. Okay, how to create the images. Here we have created the anchor tag. I'll just do one thing. In the previous session, I explained about HR, right? So HR will add what? When I specify HR here, what will happen? Anyone answer? What will happen? HR stands for what?
Horizontal, horizontal. Ruler,
Horizontal. H stands
ruler,
for horizontal. R stands for
ruler.
Line.
ruler.
Ruler, ruler,
Ruler. It is a line, but the full form of this HR is horizontal
ruler.
ruler. Okay, horizontal ruler. A stands for anchor. What about href stands for? What is
Hyper,
href stands for?
horizontal.
Not horizontal.
Okay.
You can understand this. This is a link, right? So this hypertext reference. What is that? Href stands for, if
Hypertext.
anyone type in the chat box, it's not hyperlink, it is hypertext. Okay, a lot of people get confused. It is hyperlink, but it is hypertext. Okay, H stands for hypertext. Ref stands for reference. Hypertext reference. Everyone type. Href means hypertext reference. Okay, fine. We have to know the full forms, guys. Okay, a lot of tags will keep coming. There is short form kind of tags will be there, but we have to know the ultimate meaning of them. So here href stands for hypertext reference. A stands for anchor. HR stands for horizontal ruler. That means a line will come. If I save this and refresh this project, earlier there is no line before the hyperlink, right? Now you see a line has come. Now you see a line has come. Now what I will do here is I'll add this HR at the end of this anchor tag and save this again. Save this again and refresh the page. Refresh the page. And you see a horizontal ruler is coming. Wherever I put HR, a line is coming. That is how in HTML, HR stands for horizontal ruler. In this HTML code, wherever you write HR, you will get a line. Okay, simple. Next what? Next is that after this HR, I'll write one more HR, and in between these two HRs, I'll write one tag, IMG tag. It's not compulsory to write HRs. I just want to separate this. You see, I already covered hyperlink. I want to separate this hyperlink from image. So I just putting some lines, you see. In schooling days, right, why do you have to draw some lines on the pages to separate something, right? Once you are done with answering one question, you will draw a line. And next question, you will start with the answer, right? Do you remember the college days or schooling days where we have written some answers for different questions in the like exams, where we used to separate all the questions and answers with some lines, right? We used to highlight them, right? The same thing I'm going to do, guys. Okay, we don't need the HR here in this case, but why I'm doing that is because if I don't put the lines as a separation, right, lines will separate the things. If I don't put the lines, all the things will become very clumsy. Okay, everything will come in the same line and all those problems will come. So if I put the line right, I can separate it. Okay, so that you can you can easily understand the what is happening on the page. Okay, that's what is the reason I'm putting the lines here. But otherwise, you don't have to put. Without lines also, it's going to work. But I'm putting lines just as a part of separation. Okay, so now let's talk about the images, guys. Let's talk about the images. Let's talk about them. A lot of tick marks are coming from Ramke. Okay, so don't try that options. Okay, I'm just removing them from my side. Fine. Okay, so yeah. Next thing is IMG. IMG stands for what? What is the next tag in HTML I'm going to cover? IMG tag. Next tag in HTML I'm going to cover is what? IMG tag. So what I will do in the IMG tag, I'll let you know. Just let me close. This is not required here. We'll go to the editor and here IMG. IMG is a self-closing tag. First of all, you don't have to write ending tag for that. Either you put forward slash and greater than symbol, or directly you put like this, both will work, guys. Okay, IMG is a tag name. What is the tag name here? IMG is a self-closing tag. Similar to HR, IMG is a self-closing tag. It doesn't have any ending tag. It's not compulsory to provide an ending tag there. Okay, IMG is a self-closing tag. And IMG stands for what? IMG stands for what? IMG stands for image. IMG stands for what? Image. Right. Okay, everyone type in the chat box. IMG stands for image. Okay, that's great. Now, for this particular image, okay, for this particular image, you can give a space and say SRC. src equal to double quotes. What is the attribute I'm giving? What is the name of the attribute I'm specifying? In the img tag, what is the attribute name? src. src stands for what? Source.
Source.
src stands for source. Okay, source, source. So source of the image we have to provide. The path of the image we have to provide. Where is the image? You can go and I'll go to my desktop machine. As you can see, a lot of images are there on my desktop machine. This is one of the image of mine. Arun.jpg is there. Is there any other image? I'll try to find different images that I have on my machine. I think for now I have this image, guys. I don't have any. This is another image I have. This arun2.png. This arun. Whether it is JPG image or whether it is PNG image, whatever the extension, maybe it's an image. At the end, it is an image, guys. The path of the image. How to find the path of this particular image? I would like to display this image on the web page. How to get the path of this image, guys, in Windows machine? What I have to do? Yes, I need to right click on the image. Correct. As you said in the chat box, I need to right click on the image. Then what I have to do? I have to select which option? Properties option. Yes, right. Properties option you have to select. That's correct. After that, I'll get the location of the image. Okay, wherever the image is, the image may not be on my desktop. It can be in any other folder. Go to that location, right click on the image and select properties. You'll get the path. Copy this path as it is, paste it here. Okay, on the desktop, again, just put a backward slash and come back here and give the name and extension of the image. What is the name and extension? Arun.jpg is the name and extension of the image. Close this now and paste it here. Now, did I give the path of the image here? Yes or no? Did I give the path of the image to the source src attribute? Did I give the path of the image? Yes. It's a local path. Okay, whatever the image that is there in my machine, that image path I have given here, right? Save this and refresh the page here and observe that what is going to happen. What has happened, guys? My image came here. Okay, my image came here. My image got displayed here on the page. Now I would like to, I'm not satisfied with this image. Why? Because the size of the image is very big. This much size I don't want. I want to reduce the size of the image. Okay, I want to reduce the size of the image. How to reduce the size of the image? In order to reduce the size of the image, in order to reduce the size of the image, I have to add few more attributes. Here only one attribute added to the img tag. So there are few attributes like height. Height is one attribute. Height is equal to in double quotes, give some height in pixel format. What is that? In which format I have to give the height? Pixels. Pixels. What is the quantity I have to give here as a value? In pixels I have to give. Everyone knows about the concept of pixels here? Everyone know about the concept of pixel? What is pixel means? Your mobile phone camera, how many pixels? Do you know? I don't know. I don't remember my camera pixels because these days I'm not comparing much cameras and all. Anyone know that your camera pixels, how many pixels it is there? If you know, you just type in the chat box. Whatever the smartphone you are holding, it has a camera. So what is that pixels that you have? Anyone can type in the chat box if they know the. No, I'm not asking the answer. In your camera mobile phone, what is the pixels? 50 pixels, okay? Anil is saying 50 pixels are 50 megapixels. It's 50 pixels or 50 megapixels. If you go to the website, any website where Amazon.com or something, let's go and try for the smartphones. Search for the smartphones here. Let's say iPhone. I'll say iPhone here. Let's see the iPhone Pro Max, iPhone Pro. Okay, so here. So there is something, this is iPhone Pro, this is $452. Go back there. And let's see the pixels it has. How many pixels it has? Okay, 5G download, cinematic motion, FPS. Can we see any pixels anywhere? Let's see. Control F, PIXEL, pixel. Let's see whatever the pixel, advanced pixel is coming, but on this page, no pixel is mentioned. Okay, let's go with another one. iPhone. Okay. Otherwise, I'll just Google it out. Latest version of latest iPhone camera is how many pixels. Like this will define in pixels, right? So we'll define in pixels. 48 megapixels. It's not pixels, guys. It's megapixel. Mega means how many? Megapixel to pixel. Let's convert and see how many pixels. 1 megapixel is equal to 1 million pixel. 1 million. 10 lakhs, right? 20 megapixels is equal to 20 into 10 lakhs. 20 into 10 lakhs. Million means 10 lakhs, right? Million in rupees. It's nothing but, okay, something is coming around 10 lakhs, guys. Okay, it's 10 lakhs actually. You see, 10 lakhs. Million means 10 lakhs. 10 lakhs dollars. If they have to say, they will say million actually. In US, right? They call it is million means 10 lakhs rupees. Okay, so here 1 megapixel. 1 megapixel is equal to 1 megapixels is equal to how much? We have seen 1 megapixel is equal to 10 lakhs pixels. 10 lakhs pixels. 1 megapixel is a unit measurement equal to 1 lakh pixels. That means if you have an image, 1 megapixel means in that image there are how many pixels? There will be how many pixels? Some dots. All these dots combined will form an image, right? All these dots together will form an image. How many pixels will become a megapixel? 10 lakhs. So this 10 lakhs pixels in the defined area are there. That means the quality of the image will be good. Okay, the quality of the image will be good. So yeah. So okay, Manji is saying 200 megapixels wide resolution camera, 12 megapixels ultra wide, 10 megapixels, like different. Nowadays, every phone is getting multiple cameras, right? A selfie camera is different, a backside camera is different, wide camera is different. Okay, it depends on which type of mobile phone you are using and all. But here, ultimately, every mobile phone has pixels. Okay, ultimately, every mobile phone camera has pixels. So what is the meaning of the pixel? I'll tell you. You'll understand the purpose of the pixels here. I'll take you to one location and show you some examples of what will happen with the help of the pixels. You just understand here. I'll go to the, where is that? Just give me a second. I'll take you to one location where I have some different images. Okay, I'll go with one of the image here. Let's say I'll go with this image. When I go with the image is coming like this. Or I'll take another one. Let's say this one I'll take UFOX. White color background is there. We can easily. Is the image clear for you? Guys, is the image clear for you?
No.
No, it's kind of blurred, right? If I even expand this, okay, normal only it is blur. If I expand this, you see it's still breaking. And when I go to the lowest level, everything is a dot, guys. Okay, everything in this particular image is nothing but a dot. Okay, so collection of dots will be there. Collection of dots here. So the density of the pixels will be there in the given area. How many pixels are there? If more pixels are there, even I zoom out, the picture will not break. This kind of blurriness will not come. This kind of breaking will not come if there are more pixels in the defined area. But if I go to another logo of mine, okay, if I take this logo, let's say this logo, if I take and just open that logo. So do you see any blurriness here in this image? When I open, do you see any blurriness in this new image?
No.
No. If I expand this, still there is no blurriness. Still here, that means the density amount of pixels in this kind of area are very high. That's the reason, even though you zoom it out, the clarity is not going off for this image. But slowly, when you zoom it out, small kind of lines are coming here in the borders. Okay, the clarity is going. You see, some kind of dots are coming. Now it's breaking to the extent. You see, this kind of stuff is coming. It's not blur now. It's no blur. It's not clear to some extent. That means this image has more pixels or previous image has more pixels in the given area. Which image? Old image or latest image has a more pixels? Tell me.
Current one
Current one has
more.
more pixels. Okay, that's what is the pixels all about. Okay, pixel is nothing but a small dot. How many dots will become an image is all about pixels. Okay, so here whenever you create an image, you have to specify the height and width in the form of which. How to specify the height and width in this image? How to specify in the form of pixels? I'll just give 100 here, and here width also some 100 I'll give. Okay, 100 pixels as height, 100 pixels as width. Let's save this. And earlier, before reloading this page, the size of the image is like this. Now refresh here. Now the size of the image got reduced or not to that pixel size. Okay, 100 in height, 100 in width. Okay, 100 dots in height, 100 dots in width. Like that, some pixels. It is taking the height and width in the form of pixels. Fine. Everyone clear with this? Everyone clear with this image and how to use SRC attribute and height and width attributes of the image to reduce the size of the image or to increase the size of the image is clear? Okay. Just type in the chat box if you guys are clear so far. I have to explain more about the image. I have to explain more. There are many other things I have to cover. So here, image. So there is one more attribute, guys, for the images, that is alternative text. Alternate. Alt means another attribute is what, guys? ALT. Alt. Everyone type in the chat box. What is that another attribute we have? SRC is one attribute. Width is another. These are important attributes. Image may have any other attributes also, but these are the top high level, important attributes that you have to learn. Another attribute we have is the alt attribute. Alt means alternative text. What is the full form of alt? Alt means alternative text. Alt means alternative text. Okay, that's the full form. So let me show you what is the alt will do and all. I'll show you. I'll copy this image. Whatever the same image I'll copy, I'll give a different image. And I'll try to give an image that doesn't exist. Is Arun x.jpg is available on my desktop. Here, do you see any image having the Arun X as the name? No, right? Arun.jpg is there, but Arun X is not there. Okay, Arun X is not there. So in that case, what will happen? Let me close this thing. It will take some memory of my machine. Okay. So in that case, what will happen? If I give, instead of Arun, I'm giving a wrong thing. Okay. Otherwise, xyz.jpg, whatever that is not exist. This particular image is not there in my machine. If I save this, okay, if I save this and check the page here, so we have given the path of the image, but this particular name and with this extension, there is no particular file on my this location. Arun.jpg is there in my machine, but arunx.jpg is not there in my machine. In that case, what will happen? If I refresh this page, what is happening, guys? A broken image is coming. What is coming, guys? A broken image. Broken image. What is that is coming here? If you give the path of the image that doesn't exist, what is coming on the web page? A broken image with the same height and width. That's okay, but it is a broken image. Everyone type in the chat box. It is a broken image. Okay. So sometimes what happens is, even though you give the proper path also, even though you give the proper path of the image and all, due to some network issues or sometimes due to some corrupted images, or it may be any reason, it may be wrong path, corrupted images, network issues, it can be anything. Sometimes image will not be displayed on the web pages. Yeah, loading issue or whatever it is, images will not be displayed on the web page. In that case, is this a broken image readable? Is a broken image readable? Is a broken image readable? No, the broken image is not readable. So how to make this broken image readable? In some cases, if my image doesn't come on the web page, have to give some text. If the page doesn't load properly or whatever the reason may be, instead of getting this broken image, we want to understand what actually the image they wanted to portray here. At least that we have to know. For that reason, we can write here. Here also I'll give alt. What is the name of that? I'll just reduce the size here. How to reduce the size? Control minus, I think control and mouse. You have to use your mouse, guys. Okay. If you mouse scrolling will be there, right? Hold the control key and mouse scrolling you use. Okay, like this I'll use so that you can see the complete code. Alt is equal to, I'll give Arun profile image. Arun profile image. Like this I'll say. Okay, Arun profile. For second one, what I'll give? Here also I'll say another Arun profile image should come here. Okay, let's assume that. Okay, whatever I'm desired to show on the web page is profile image. Here also profile image. Here also profile image. But if the image comes will it display the alternative text? If the image is displayed on the page without any problems, will the alternative text will be displayed on the web page? The answer is no. But if the image is not displayed to some XYZ reasons and it's displayed as a broken image, in that case, alternative text will come or not? Yes, it will come. Alternative text will come when if this particular image is not getting displayed, then only it will come. Okay, I refresh this page. If this image is properly coming, so no problem. No need to display any alternative text. But if an image is not coming properly, then another Arun profile image is coming. You see, alternative text purpose is this. Everyone clear why we have to use the alt attribute and give the alternative text in the alt attribute? If in case due to some XYZ reasons, images get broken on the web page, instead of the images are, they have to load properly, right? Some images are of heavy. Sometimes happens where, the page will not load properly. The internet is very slow due to some issues. This is of some size. These images are heavy in size when compared to text. They will not get loaded. In case of that, instead of the image, the text will come. Instead of the image, text will come. Since my internet is very good, I cannot take any example. So I have intentionally gave the wrong path for the image. Still, you can get the broken image and you can get the alternative text. Everyone clear? Everyone clear with this alternative text for the images? Everyone clear with this?
Hello.
Yes, Rakesh.
But any benefit for that if we write alternative text?
That's the benefit, right? Whatever you have seen on the page is the benefit. If the image doesn't come, the alternative text come, it will make guys understand that, there it has to come some image here. That is nothing but the image expected image is another Arun profile image is expected image. But that image is not coming before because of some network issues or something. We have to understand. Got it? That is the advantage.
Okay. And one question regarding to height and width. Okay. And height and width means the photo small and big.
Height is this one,
Yes.
width is this one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the height,
Yeah.
this is the width.
Yeah.
So when you give
Okay.
more height, the image will be displayed in higher size. The size of
Okay,
the
higher
image will
size.
be big. Otherwise, it will be lower in size. Okay. And
And
the
what
main
is
purpose, yeah.
And what is the maximum height we can
You
can
can
we
give
give?
anything you can go, but the image will break it at some point of time.
Okay.
Image will break. So based on the image type, you have to decide the height. But generally speaking, if you go to any website, what is the general image size they give? You have to see whatever the requirement is that you can give generally. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Hi, Arun.
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
Arun, for first image we have given Arun profile some
Yes.
alternate text we have given. But
Yes.
when picture is reflected,
Coming. When the
we are
picture is
visible to
displayed
see
on the page,
picture,
then
it
this
is
text will
name
not
is
come.
not.
Text will not come.
Okay.
When the picture doesn't come, then alternative text will come. Either image should come. This is a helping text only, right? In that case, a backup text. So does it look good without this text, or anyhow the image is breaking? If you get this text, you will feel somewhat better, right? At least. Completely image is not coming means you not understand what is the image all about and it's not loading somehow. And if you get this alternative text, at least by looking at the text, you can understand that what is this image all about. Okay. At least you can read this broken image. But if you even don't give the alternative text, the broken image will come without any text. That will be more problematic. Got it?
Yes, sir.
If in case the image is not coming, if you want to describe the image in such kind of situations in the client environments or user's environment to say that, to communicate to the user that this image is something like this. Okay. There may be other reasons for alternative text that someone is saying like the Google bot will use and all that. That will be there. But main reason is this one. If the image doesn't come, at least we have to portray the text of the image. Okay. Text. What is this image? We have to describe the image and put that in the alter. Okay. So fine. So that's what is the thing. If the image doesn't come, at least we can understand and perform some activities. Okay. Let's go and try some websites here and see if there is an alternative text provided anywhere. Some HP or this. Okay, this image we'll see. This is an image, right? I'll click on the image and here this is the image and right click inspect option. I will select. If you want to get the HTML code of only this particular element, you can select inspect option. What the developers have written, let's see. They have given an image. Did they give the alternative text here? Guys, did they give the alternative text here? Whoever has developed this web page? whenever they have created this image using the img tag and the source of the image, the title of the image and alternative text is there or not. If in case tomorrow when you use this application, if this image is not coming, in place of the image, what will come? HPLP3065 text will come, so that at least we understand what the image is all about. If in case the image doesn't come on the page, got it? That's the purpose of the alternative text. Like that, many attributes will be there, guys. These are just basics I'm covering, so don't go depth. So we'll discuss in depth in the weekend sessions. Okay, so that is one image. That's great. We covered a lot of things. So then, if this particular there is another way of giving the images, guys. You don't have to give the entire path. Here, what is the path of the image I gave? This arun.jpg, what is the path I gave? Full path I give, right? C drive and all those stuff. What if I go to the location where this HTML file is created? Where is the HTML file created? Saved here in my downloads folder. In one of the folder, have this HTML file 5. Okay. So here in this HTML, the same place where the HTML file is there, if I put one image here, let's take one image, guys, any image. I would like to take some random image here. I'll say triangle, some triangle image. Or I can take my logo also. If I want, I can take my logo. That's a very good marketing stunt, right? Yeah, I'll take my logo. Whenever I have an option, I'll just have to promote myself. Okay. So my logos, I'll go to one of the logo here, which is very good kind of logo I'll take here. So here we'll take this logo. This one logo we'll take and paste that here at the location where this same HTML file is there. In the same location, I'll go paste this and I'll say QFox logo.png or something I'll write. Okay. Now tell me, guys, is this image part of the same folder where the HTML file is available? Yes or no? Is the image part of the same folder where the HTML file is available? Yes or no? Type yes if you agree. Inside the same folder, the same HTML file is there that we are loading it here. And inside the same folder, we have this image file. Are they part of the same folder or not? Inside the batch 2 only we have them, right? Inside the batch 2 folder only we have them. You see, if you want to change the view, you can change it. If you want to see like this, you can change it. Okay. It's coming with some long time ago and all those stuff. Don't worry about that. You see, the image is part of the same folder. Okay. The image is part of the same folder. In the same folder, it is there. Okay. I don't want the details. Let's say, okay, I'll just go with, for now, I'll go with this one. This file and this file are part of the same thing. In that case, how do you represent the images? In that case, how do you represent img src? Do you have to give the entire path now? Do you have to give the entire path like this? No, because this HTML file is there in the same folder where the same image file, that is a QFox logo file is there. QFox logo. If I remember the name properly, this QFox, what is the extension of that image? .png, QFox logo.png. I'll write the PNG here. I don't have to give the entire file, just give the name and extension of the image and give the height and width of the image. Some alternative text you can give if you want. That's all up to you. If you want to write in a proper way, the proper best practices you have to follow. For every image, you provide the alternative text. Here, height I'll give it as 50 and width I'll give more because the kind of the image is, like a rectangle it is there. So height 50, width 100. Let's see our level best to see whether it's kind of coming good or not. Here I'll say QFox logo. If in case the logo doesn't appear on the page due to some XYZ reasons, in place of displaying that image, the alternative text will come. If the image comes, the alternative text will not come. That's the advantage of the alt that we have already seen. Just as part of the separation, I'll use all the HR tags, guys. Okay, so that you'll understand it will. Refresh this. Am I getting the image? Guys, just by giving the name and extension of the image, is the image coming? Is the image coming or not? Yes, the image is coming. I have to increase this. Maybe I'll go till 130 and see if that looks good on the page. 130. Yeah, it looks good, better. I think you have to increase more. 150 is better, I feel. I get a feeling like 150 is better. Yeah, 150 looks more better than earlier, right? Yeah. So guys, did I give the entire path for the image? Did I get the entire path for the image? No, just the name of the image and extension of the image, because that's how it is. That's how it is. Okay. If the HTML file and image file are part of the same folder, you don't have to give. But if the image file is a different location and HTML file is a different location, then you have to give the entire path. In this case, you don't have to give the entire path. In real time, developers also will do the same thing in the server. Whenever they host the code in the same HTML page level itself, they'll put all the images related to that page so that they don't have to give the entire path. They just give the, just the name and extension of the images if required. Okay, they don't have to give the entire path. Now, the next thing that you have to understand about the images, there is one more variety of SRC. That is, these images are coming from your local machine or not. In whatever the machine, the images are there in your machine or not. Yes or no? Guys, these images are there in your machine or not? Yes or no? All these images, whether it may be in the same folder where the HTML file is there, or if it is a different folder where the HTML file is available, are in your computer machine only. But the image that I'm going to provide now is not in your computer machine, it's online. Okay, it's not there in your computer machine, it's online. I'll just copy paste the remaining portion and hide 100 alternative text. I'll just give some what image. Based on that, I'll write the alternative text here. So here, I don't want to give the local path like this URL. I want to give URL of the image I want to give. I don't want to give C drive users. I want to give the URL of the image. How to get the URL of the image? Any image you take, it will come. For example, I would like to go to this tutorialsinja.com. Some image we have seen, right? I want to get one image from this page. Let's say this iPhone image is there. I want to go with that iPhone image. Here, click on this means it will open the image. I don't want to click on the image, guys. Right click on the image and say open in new window. Or not this one, sorry. Right click here, open image in new tab. This one. Okay, open in image in new tab. If you do that, you will get the URL of the image. Okay, this application is internally using this image URL. Copy that image URL, online image URL, and paste it in the SRC. And here in the alternative text, what you will write? Tell me, guys, what is that you have to write in the alternative text? Tell me. iPhone image. Like this, I'll write some text. Okay, if in case the image doesn't appear, the iPhone image will come on the page. Now, saved it and refresh the page and see whether, just save and refresh the page and see whether when I refresh the page, is that particular iPhone image is coming or not. Let's see. Is the image coming? Guys, is the image coming on the page? Yes or no? This time, did I use the local? Did I use C user Sarun and something like that I have used, or I have given the URL of the image? I have given, these are the different ways of images, guys, different ways of creating the images. Okay, you can come across anything, that's okay. So that's something that I want to cover about the images, guys. And let's move on. Because here most focus I have mentioned on, creating the images. And then these are additional topics, guys, I don't want to cover. This is not required for Selenium automation. This much of knowledge is enough, more than enough actually. Then displaying the preformat text, we'll see. Okay, I'll skip something. These skipped things will be covered on the weekends as part of R&D sessions. You can attend them if you want. But for now, we are learning HTML with as per why we are learning HTML for locators, which are required for Selenium automation. If you want to understand the locators, you have to understand HTML. That's the reason I'm covering HTML first. So this is another one. This is also an additional topic, guys. We don't have to cover it here. But this one we can cover. This 4 things I can cover. So what I'll do is I'll create one more file new, and again I'll say HTML, and here inside the I'll save this, save as. I'll go to the location here. Because whatever that is required for Selenium automation, that only I'm covering, guys. I don't have to go in depth in HTML because that is a very big topic. HTML file 6.html. And another way of saving is surround this with double quotes. You don't have to change this save as type. Okay, you don't have to save this as some type here. If you surround with double quotes with HTML extension and save this, right, it will also be saved as an HTML image, HTML page. And here write head tag, head/head, then write title /title, and here write down what I'm going to talk about: bold, italic, underline, delete text. Okay, delete means del is there. Delete means strike off, nothing but these operations I'm going to show you now. And here I'll write the body body section of the page. Inside the body section, I'll write some text. Okay, inside this body tag, I'll write some text. My name is Arun Moturi. My name is Arun Moturi. I love HTML. HTML is used for what? Creating web pages. Website is nothing but a collection of web pages that are created by HTML. Okay, like that I can keep on typing, but this much is enough for me. So in this, if I save this HTML file 6, I have to go to the location where it got saved. This is a file. Right click here, open with some browser, let's say Chrome browser only. Okay, open with Chrome browser. Yes. So when I open with a Chrome browser, this is the older one. This is the older one, guys. Close the older one. Now this is the latest one. This is coming here. Just see here, the title of the page has come bold, italic, underline, delete. And here, my name is Arun Moturi. I love HTML. HTML is used for creating the web pages. Website is nothing but a collection of web pages that are created by HTML is coming. Okay, I can increase this. Same way, control and scroll and do. You can get this like this. Now let's see. Now let's see this text, guys. What if I do one thing? Yeah, someone is asking me in the chat box. Sravanti, yes, I'll be providing the notes here. You'll be joining this Telegram group. Batch 2 Telegram group will be there. For batch 2, there is a separate Telegram group is there. So here I'll be posting. Okay. Just if you are not part of this group, ask Javed to join. Add you into that group. The new people, right? Get yourself added into this Telegram group for batch 2, where you see day 5 notes. Whatever the notes I am taking, that notes will be shared with you, and recording will be shared with you, and any assignments are there. These are a very easy doable assignments. If you want to increase your confidence, you can do these assignments also. Okay, clear Sravanti? Every day I'll be sharing the notes. Okay, don't worry, I will be sharing everything in the Google Drive also. All the recordings will be there, everything will be there. At the end we can talk, no worries, don't worry. So here is what I'm going to try here is, or what I'm going to show you here is, here we have bold, italic, underline, and delete. These 4 HTML elements I'm going to show you. This is a normal text. For example, if I would like to make my name appear in bold, I have to write the B tags. B/B. Starting tag is B, ending tag is /B. Okay, inside the less than, greater than symbols. Now save this and go here and refresh the page. Can you see the difference between the text that is put inside the bold tags, B tags? B stands for what? B stands for bold. Everyone type in the chat box. B stands for bold. B stands for bold. Yes, bold means highlighted. It will be highlighted in thick color. That is what is bold is in HTML. Okay, that is what is bold in HTML. Okay, similar to bold, we have other stuff. Have you seen someone writing, when they are writing using pen, right? They'll not write in the straight manner. They will write in italic. The lines will be bent to the right side. The lines will be bent to the right side. Italicized writing style. There is a writing style like italicized. For example, what I want to do is, this HTML is there now. This HTML I want to italicize. For that, what I have to do is, I have to go to this, surround this with I tag, and ending thing will be /I. Ending will be /I. Starting and ending. What will happen here? Whatever I put inside the B tag will become bold. Whatever I put inside the I tag will become italicized. Okay, italic. I stands for what? Italic or italic, whatever you say. Pronunciation, it doesn't matter for me, but okay, italic or italic, whatever it is. So HTML, can you see the difference here, guys? In case of HTML, can you see it? It's slightly bent to the right side. Italic font. Okay, bold font, italic font, like that. Okay, I stands for italic or italic, whatever it is. So next thing is underline. I want to underline the website. I want to underline this website. For that, I'll go to the website text. Where is the website text here? I can underline this. I'll write U here. At the end of the text, I'll add ending tag of the U. So what will happen? Website text will be underlined. Only the website text in the text will be underlined. Go here and refresh here. You can see the website text is got underlined or not. Website text got underlined or not? Yes or no, guys? Tell me, guys. Yes or no? It got underlined. U stands for underline. B stands for bold. I stands for italic. U stands for underline. There is one more thing, that is del. DEL, del, delete. DEL stands for delete. So here I'll write one more text. HTML is a front-end, back-end language. Okay. HTML is a front-end or back-end? Tell me, guys. HTML is a front-end or back-end? Guys, tell me whether HTML is front-end language or back-end language. Front-end. Everyone knows that. Okay. Front-end language. Web pages will be created. So front-end. It's not the server-related language. So I have to strike off this back-end. How to strike off this back-end, which is not correct answer? DEL you put here. At the end of the back-end, you write /del. Okay, /del. Now save this and go here and refresh this page. Now you'll get it. It got striked off. HTML is a front-end language. Backend got striked off. That means it has deleted. Okay. So this is the advantage, guys. B for bold. Everyone type now. B for bold. I for italic. U for underline. DEL for deleting or striking off. These four things you have to remember. Okay. Try to remember that. B for bold. I for italic. U for underline. D for strike off. Delete or strike off the text. Okay. To mention that we have deleted the text, we have to strike it off. Okay. So if you want to remember, you just type in the chat box. So yes, Shravanti, you're right. B for bold, I for italic, U for underline, DEL for delete or strike off, whatever you say. So now already explained about the HTML web elements, right? I told you HTML elements will have what? Starting tag will be there, ending tag will be there, in between some content will be there, and also some attributes will be there. Together, what it will become? HTML elements. Some HTML elements doesn't have starting and ending tag. These are called as what? Self-closing tags. Here BR, HR are called as which type of tags? Do you have to write a separate ending tag for them? No. They are start here only, end here only. Such kind of tags are there in, predefined tags are there in HTML, and they are called as what? Empty elements or self-closing tags. Empty HTML elements also we'll call empty HTML elements. You can also call them as empty HTML elements, or we can also call them as self-closing tags. Okay, self-closing tags or empty HTML elements, anything you can call. Okay, you can write both the names, guys. It's sometimes some people will use empty HTML elements, they will say. Sometimes some people will say self-closing tags. Should not get confused. Okay, both are same. These are HTML elements. There are different type of HTML elements. There will be, if you want me to show you different type of HTML elements, I can show you, guys. I'll go to one of the application, and on the application, how to see the HTML page. Let's say I went to this application, guys. If I want to see the HTML code of the image, how to see the image? Only the HTML code of this particular image. How to do that? Right click here and select which option? Inspect option. I have to say right click and inspect. We are going to use inspect option a lot in the coming sessions. Okay. Whatever the element for which you want to get the find out the HTML code. For example, text area field is there. If I want to get only the, if I want to see the HTML code of especially this element highlighted, in select right click on that element and select inspect option. You see the HTML code of that particular. You see when I hover the mouse, you see text area field is getting highlighted. So text area is the tag name. It has some attributes: ID attribute, rows attribute, columns attribute. Another attribute. And do you see any content between the tags? Guys, do you see any content between the tags? Starting and ending tags, is there any content? Tell me, for this HTML code of this particular text area field, did the developers provide any content between the tags? Yes or no? No content, right? That means content is optional, right? Is content optional or not? Guys, is content optional or not? If you are able to write like this, is content optional or not? Yes, content is optional. Content is optional. For example, if I go to this image, right, you can inspect this image. This is the HTML code of the image. Does it have any ending tag? Does the image have any ending tag? Only starting tag is there. Is the ending tag compulsory for all the elements? For all the HTML elements will have ending tag? No, not all the elements. Most of the elements in the HTML code will have ending tag, but it's not compulsory that every HTML element will have an ending tag. Like image tag is some example where it is a self-closing tag. It is a self-closing tag. It doesn't have any ending tag. There is no content. There is no ending tag. Only the starting tag is there. In the starting tag, a lot of attributes like src, height, width attribute are there, right? src, height, width. I already covered this for you. If there is a drop-down field, inspect the drop-down field here. We'll get the HTML code of the drop-down field. So you see this much big the drop down field is there. Select tag is starting here, select tag is ending here. What is the content here? Is a content text in between the starting tag and ending tag. Do you see the text as a content or some other HTML code is a this is the parent tag of this child tags. Nesting will happen, guys, in HTML. You see this div tag is nesting this div tag, this div tag is nesting some other div tag, this div tag is nesting a paragraph tag. It's okay. Here select tag of the drop down field is nesting option tags. These are all the sibling level. You see all these 5 options are like sibling level, brother and sister level, same level, but the parent of these options are select tag. Select tag is starting here, select tag is ending here. In between that, what are there? Again, HTML elements are there. One HTML element has a content as another HTML element. Okay. This HTML element content is again HTML elements are there, not even single element, multiple elements are there. Okay, and if you go with this one of the option in this drop down field, let's say doc3 option. Let's say doc3 option. If you go doc3 option, if you go here, this has starting tag, this has ending tag. In between that content is there, and some attributes are there with some values. Okay, different type of elements exist, guys. It's like a zoo park. Okay, it's like a zoo park. More you search, more you will get. Div tag is there, ending div tag is there. Here content is text in this case. In this case, the content is text. It has an attribute. Every element will have different stuff, guys. Inspect this table. If you go to the table, table is starting here, table is ending here. In between the table tags, we have T head. In the T head, we have TR. In the TR, we have TH, 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 again TR, TH, T body, TR, TR, TR. Like that, you see nesting of tags are there. Okay. If you go with this button, let's say get prompt button. What is there? Let's see. Get prompt button. Get like this, you can learn the things, guys. You see, it doesn't have any ending tag. Only one tag is there, input tag is there, is a self-closing tag, and different attributes and values are there. Like that, many type of elements will be there, guys. In HTML, many type of elements will be there. We have to learn them, okay? Many type of elements will be there in HTML. We just have to learn them. So more you explore the applications, more you inspect the elements, the more you will see, okay? The more you will see. But what if I want to see the entire HTML code of the page? If I want to see the entire HTML code of the page, what I have to do?
Page.
Yes. If I go to this application and if I want to see the entire HTML code of the page, right click on the say view page source. What is the option, guys? Instead of selecting inspect option is for only a particular element HTML code. If you want to see in the Chrome Dev Tools, you have to do that. Okay. For example, if I right click here, inspect, only the HTML code of this image will come. Only the HTML code of the image will come. Right? By default, this Chrome Dev Tools will come here on the right side like this. Initially, if you want to change them down, you can have to put down, it will come in the bottom. For the first time when you use, if you don't dock down, it will be there on the right side. You can make it down like that using the 3 dots. Okay. So this is HTML code of the image, guys. This is HTML code of the image. Okay. This is HTML code of the image. But I don't want to see the code of a particular image. Rather, I want to see the code of the entire web page. Right click on the web page and select view page source. In the new tab, all the HTML code of the page will come. This is a very big page, right? A lot of elements are there on this page. All the elements on the page, you see, HTML is starting, head is there, link is there. You see, it will not look very simple for us. A lot of things are there here, right? If you explore these items, you will see, there is no content here. Okay. In this particular div section, there is no content. You will see different type of elements, guys. You will see different type of elements, variety of elements you will see. And based on this, you will have the knowledge like what is correct, what is not, how the things can be done and all. You see LI tags. You see, there are some tags here. Starting tag is there, ending tag is there, some content is there, but attributes are not there. Are the attributes compulsory? Guys, are the attributes compulsory? No.
No.
Attributes are not compulsory. If you want to make this particular thing a hyperlink, then make this anchor tag and give the attribute, it will become link. So someone is asking me a question, Manju is asking me a question. When we insert link, it is by default underlined or we use U tag? No, it is by default. By default, the look and feel of the image hyperlink will look like underline only. Okay. And different color also will come. Not only underline, but different color also will come. Right. But if you go to real websites, for example, if you go to one of the website here and see, let's explore some hyperlinks here. I'll go to one of the register account page and see there is a hyperlink. Do you see this is a hyperlink or not? Is it coming with underline? Is coming with underline. This particular hyperlink is coming with underline. This is a hyperlink, but still is it coming with underline? But whatever the hyperlink I created using the anchor tag is coming with hyperlink underline, but this is not coming with underline. Why? Because inspect that, you'll understand. Try to investigate. You see, when I hover the mouse, And when I click on that, line is coming. When I hover the mouse or click on that, some line is coming, but internally it's not coming. By default, it's not coming. I'll inspect this anyhow. So here, even though it is there like that, it's not happening. It's not happening, you see. We are not getting any underline here, okay? Because there is some CSS applied here for this particular thing. If you select this, there will be some CSS applied. You see, the color of the hyperlink should be this color. Some CSS properties got added. We have not went into CSS selectors. I'll tell you, okay? It should be underlined or not. The CSS styling will be mentioned, okay? Maybe external CSS is there. For this particular element, what is the style? It should be coming just in this color. When I hover the mouse, some portion, the color of the thing is changing a bit when I hover that, okay? Darker color is coming. A darker color is coming. Maybe it may be somewhere in the CSS somewhere, okay? So it's very difficult to find. That's okay. When I hover the mouse, something will happen. When I use stylesheet.css is there, click on that and see this color is mentioned here in the CSS file, okay? From this CSS file, this hyperlink is getting that properties of colors and all, normal text and all is all coming, okay? So all the hyperlinks on the website have this kind of, structure, okay? When you hover the mouse, text decoration, none, no decoration. When I hover the mouse, nothing should happen, okay? So text decoration is called none, they have 7. When you hover the mouse and a color, this is the color. If you change the color here to some other color, the color of the hyperlink will change temporarily. It's not permanent. If you refresh the page, it will go off because I'm not the developer of this web page. So it will go back to the previous state. Okay, but temporarily we can do the changes. Got it? Clear? Clear now? Manju, is that clear? By default, when you create a very base level HTML code and anchor hyperlinks, if you create, it will come with hyperlinks and all those stuff. But in real time, they will apply CSS so that all hyperlinks will not have underlines in real time. But basically, when you are writing the HTML code in the raw format like this, you will get that thing. Okay, underlines will come. Okay, then next, what next? What is the next item? The next item here we have is a hyperlinks are over, images are over. This I don't want to explain because only important things I want to cover. HTML elements I covered. Okay, different type of HTML elements. I just show you some examples. I think for today, this will be enough. Okay, this is taking more time than I expected, but that's okay, guys. These are very important stuff. Whatever I am going to cover tomorrow will be very important. Okay, different type of input fields and password fields and radio buttons and checkbox fields. Everything we have to see tomorrow. Drop down field, multi-selection box field, text area field. Okay, so till here we have to complete tomorrow, guys. At any cost, we have to complete this thing tomorrow. Then we have to go to some JavaScript code, CSS and all those stuff. So it will take some time. Okay, it will take some time. That's okay because HTML is one of the prerequisites for learning Selenium. So it's it's required for us. It's required for us. Comments are nothing but commentators, guys. Comments are nothing but commentators. Let me cover this 1 or 2 items. Maybe tables I cannot cover today. At least till iframes I can cover maybe. So today I'll try to cover up to iframe. These 2 elements let me cover. Tomorrow tables will start. Okay. We'll start with tables. First, let's go with the comments. Comments are nothing but they are like commentators in the cricket match. Now IPL is going on, right? How many people are you watching IPL? I think I'm disturbing you from watching from IPL, I guess so, right? Yeah. So IPL matches are going on in India, Indian Premier League. Okay, that cricket matches are going on. So let's open how the IPL matches happen. IPL today's match. Let's see what is the match. It's IPL match. If you want to see the score, you can see it, guys. I'm also facilitating that because you are attending my sessions. You should not miss the score. Okay. Yes, you love it, but class is important. I understand. Some break is going on. And here Mumbai Indians versus, what is this, guys? What is this one?
Lucknow Super Giant.
Yes, Lucknow Super Giant. So here Mumbai Indians, they have won the, they have chosen to actually ball, I think so, right? They have chosen to ball. They won the toss and they have chosen for bowling. And Mumbai Indians are batting now. 144 for 7. Okay, the match is really going well. Okay, tough match it looks like. Let's see what will happen. So fine.
Poor performance by Indian.
Yeah, poor performance, right? Yes, right, correct. Okay, so now let's go to the topic now. So here there are players here, right? Who are actually playing. Who are the players here from Mumbai Indians? Or okay, a lot of players are coming here. Only the Mumbai Indians I'll select, and in that I'll select who are the players here. Mumbai Indians. All these people are the players like Ishan Kishan, Rohit Sharma, Surya Kumar Yadav, Tilak Verma, Hardik Pandya. Okay. Nehal, whatever, all these are the players. But here, while the match is going on live, there are some two people on the mic announcing that this happened, that happened. This batsman has hit 4. This batsman has hit 6. Okay, nice catch, nice fielding. All this thing. Who will do that? Who will do that? Commentary or whatever, commentators. Okay, there will be 2 people or 3 people who are sitting long ago, and then they will be watching the match, and and in Zoom mode or whatever it is, the screen, and they'll say, their job is to comment on the match, what's going on in the match. They have to comment and they'll shout loud sometimes. But are they really playing? Are the commentators playing in the match? Guys, are the commentators playing in the match? Or only the players are playing, but commenters are just commenting? They are just commenting. Can commentators add any runs to the match? Or can commentators add some wickets to the match, take wickets from the match? No, right? That's not possible for the commentators. Same thing here also. When you're writing some HTML code, and in the HTML code, if you write these comments, they are not the real players. They are just there for explaining the underlying code. To explain the underlying HTML code, we have to write the comments. So what is the format of the comments? Let me show you. Yeah, like this. In HTML, we have to write the comments like this: less than symbol, greater than symbol, as usual, tags will be there. In that, negation symbol, hyphen, ending will be there. Okay, let's do that and try that. This comments will not have any effect on the HTML code. Okay, hyphen, this is the ending of the comment, and here I'll write HTML contains head and body as child tags. This comments I am writing. Okay, this comments I am writing. What if I want to comment this? This is one of the purpose of the comments. This is one of the purpose of the comments to explain this HTML code. So you have written a long and lengthy complex HTML code, and you have given the HTML code for other developer or other colleague or your friend, or later after long period of time, you only came here and reading the HTML code that you have forgot whatever you have written long back. Then if the code is very complex, can you understand the HTML code? If the code is okay, if the code is complex, at long period of time, you yourself will not be able to understand the code. What if I'll ask you to provide the comments here, so that in future, whenever you come back and look into this HTML code, by looking at the comments, you can understand the code or not? Yes or no? Comments will explain the underlying code. Okay, got it, guys? What is the purpose? One of the purpose of the comments is what? To explain the underlying code. They will explain the underlying code, whether it is in HTML or whether it is in core Java. We have comments kind of things, guys. They will act like commentators. Here, HTML is a player of the match. Head is a player of the match. Title is a player. Head is a player. Body is a player. B is a player. Del is a player. All these tags are players. But commentators are not the players. They will be ignored by the browser. They will not be considered by the browser, guys. They will not be considered by the browser. Fine. They will not be considered by the browser. They are only there so that if you share this code with another person, if the code is very complex, HTML code that you have written is very complex, by looking at this HTML code, the other people can understand what the HTML code you have written for developing the web page. Or there may be another reason for using comments. This is one of the purpose of the comments is to explain the HTML code. Another purpose of the comments is to, for example, I want to comment this entire head section, or this title I want to comment. This title part I want to comment. Negation symbol, hyphen, and here hyphen, I'll stop this. If now the title of the page will disappear, guys. No more will have bold title like underline, delete title here. If you refresh the page here where it is loaded, right? If you come here and refresh the page, is the title as same as whatever I have given here? It got commented out. The title got, if you want if you want to disable some code temporarily in your HTML, if you want to disable the code temporarily and later tomorrow, if you want to enable the code instead of deleting it, you can comment it out. Later, when you need to uncomment it, if you want to enable this, you can uncomment it. Okay, that kind of facility comments will provide you guys. If you remove this, it will be uncommented, and again you will get the. When I provided this as part of the comment, you see the title of the page is gone. HTML, the file name and extension is coming as a title instead of the actual title. Instead of the actual title, the name of the file and extension of the file is coming. But what if I remove this comment here? If I enable this by removing the comment, if I enable this HTML code and again refresh this here, you see the title is back. Bold, italic, underline, delete example is back. Got it, guys? These are the two reasons for using comments. Developers will use these comments for two reasons. One is to explain the underlying code, to explain the underlying HTML code or any other language code, or to disable or enable the code, but temporarily they will use the comments. Everyone clear? The purpose of the comments is clear for everyone? The purpose of the comments is clear for everyone? Just type C in the chat box if it is clear. Great. Okay, guys, we'll stop here. I thought of taking frames, but that will take some time. Frames is a very, important topic that I have to cover in depth. So, I cannot cover because in HTML, Selenium also we have to learn frames. At that time, I'll cover frames in depth. But at a high level, at least you have to understand what is the meaning of frames and what is a table. At least at a high level, we have to. Tomorrow we'll learn all these things at a high level only. Different type of elements will be there. We don't have to dig deep. We'll till tomorrow, at least we have to go till this button, creating the button a different way. Till here we have to complete tomorrow, guys. That's the target for tomorrow. Okay, and day after tomorrow, remaining portion will complete. Day after tomorrow, remaining portion will complete. So without understanding this HTML code, you cannot understand locators. So we have to give importance to the HTML code. Okay. Now is the time for you guys to ask me the questions, or anyone new to this batch, type me in the chat box. You can discuss with me on the plan. I'll tell you. Yes. Rakesh.
Yes, I have a question. Some out of when we scan website according to W3C school dot W3C standard.
Okay.
That time this report alt regarding issues coming. So it means it is compulsory to when we write a image tag, so we should write alt.
Okay. I think we can discuss this, Rakesh, on the weekends. Okay. This is very depth
Okay.
topic, right? So that R&D is
Yeah,
required
just
there.
for okay.
Yeah. Understood your question. According to the W3 standards, what should be done, right?
Yeah.
You can Google it out. You'll get the answer because I am not also not an expert developer in HTML, but I am teaching you HTML just for the sake of Selenium. So W3C.org standards. They'll have the organization is all about standards for alt rules and regulations in anchor tag of HTML. Let's see what will the answer. Yeah, in W3C, the explanation is already there. What are the alt attributes useful for? The alt attribute is defined is a set of tags, namely IMG, area, and optionally for input and to allow you to provide a text equivalent for the object. If in case object or image is not coming, in that place, alt text will come. Okay?
Okay. No problem. Yeah.
Fine.
If I want, I know, but just what, because I scan the website.
So there
and
is a lot of information regarding this alt. Alt is not only for that purpose, like, there's another purpose for Google indexing purpose. You have to use alt because images, how the Google will find out that and give you the proper results when you search in the Google search. With this alt text, they will understand that this particular image is something that user is looking for. If you search for some image, let's say, I want an image related to QFox, okay? I'll search for QFox. I'll go to the images. Let's see what is the images coming here. QFox logo is coming.
Yeah.
How this logo
Yeah.
has come? Because somewhere here alt or something I have provided. Because of that it is coming. Okay. QFox related images that Google has to found for me means there is a possibility that I have used alt there. Because of that it is able to give me the search results of the image which are matching with the search term that the user has given in the Google search. Okay, there are many things. So if you go deep, right, it's a very big subject. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. And one question, you self text HRBR. Okay.
Self-closing tags. Self-closing tags.
Self closing test. If we image go for code
Yes.
when you write image, if
Yes.
in the image you backward slash, so any issue?
No issue. This is also a self-closing tag only.
Okay. Okay.
And
Okay.
also you can write like this also. But there is no use in this. Okay, by writing like this. By writing this, there is no issue will come, but there is no use in that. Okay, so it's better to
Oh.
write like this only. Input field, input tags, image tags, some tags, right? When you keep learning, right, you will understand. Okay, what are their benefits?
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
So people who are new to the batch, just type me in the chat box. I would like to talk to you. Yes. Hello.
Hi, Arun. This
Yeah.
is
Hi.
Zishan.
Your name
Yeah.
is
Yes, Zishan Sheikh.
Sheikh. Yeah.
Yeah. I have understood the class entire the topic
Whatever I covered today, you understood
I
it.
have understood.
Yes.
But one thing, I want to know
Yes.
how the code you are writing in Notepad, and also how in saving, and when you save,
Hmm.
it reflects in Google Chrome as it
No,
changes.
You see,
I
for the
want
first time, when I'm creating a file, right? When I'm creating the file for the first time, right? This is a normal file. This is not HTML file, right? So I'll write HTML here and say HTML/HTML here. This you know, right? This you know.
yes.
In that, I'll write the body tag directly for you. Why to waste the time? Slash body. Some sample text I'll write here in between the body tags. My name is Arun Moturi. I have written. Okay. This is what is the thing I have written so far. Nothing more than this. Okay. Now save this. Whenever I try to save this file, right, is asking me where you want to save and how you want to save. In that case, I'll go to one of the any location in your machine you go, wherever you're comfortable and you can remember the location. Give the name, let's say Sheikh. Okay, Sheikh.html I'll give you. Okay, Sheikh.html is the extension I'm giving. And here, either you can say all type, that is also fine. So save this file. Now, what happens is, you see that Notepad++ will understand that. Okay, when you are saving this file with the extension HTML in your machine, Notepad++ will give these highlightations like colors and all organization. These extra options will come in the Notepad++ editor. In normal Notepad editor, which comes with Windows machine, doesn't have that features. Till there, you understood, right? Now, if I go to the browser, there are two ways of opening this. There are two ways of opening that particular file. One way is that I'll go to the location where exactly I created that file, right click on that file and say open with any browser you want. Opera browser means Opera browser. Firefox means Firefox. If you say Notepad or Notepad++, you will see the code. But if you open this with browsers means you'll open the browser like this. Okay, you'll open in the browser.
So directly we can open.
Directly we can open. Right click and open with Chrome. Or you can also do one more thing. I'll open the Chrome browser manually. This is another way. I'll open the Chrome browser manually. And in the Chrome browser, instead of giving the website name like the qfox.com or whatever the website name, instead of giving like this, I'll right click on this file, show properties. I'll go to the properties and here I'll give the location of this file in the Chrome browser. This is also same thing. Slash, what is the name and extension of the file? Sheikh.html. I'll give that here and press enter. Same thing will happen. Got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Either you can right click here on the page that you have HTML file you created, right? Using this Notepad++, whatever the HTML file got saved like this, that you right click here and directly open with the browser. This is one way. Or you open the browser and give the path of this file, HTML file, it will open. Same thing will happen. Both are same. You see, we are opening a file with the name sheikh.html, which is available at this location in my machine. Whatever the title I applied, if I have not given the title.
Only we have to download Notepad++. That's it.
Not like that. We have advanced editors like Visual Studio Code. Notepad++ is one of the editor where some benefits are there. Okay, when compared to the normal Notepad, also you can write. So the same file you don't have to open in the Notepad++. You can also open this in. Right click here. There are multiple options. You see, when you right click here, you can open this in Visual Studio Code editor or Notepad++ or normal Notepad. If I use a normal Notepad that comes in the Windows machine, okay, you can see the difference between Notepad and that Notepad, normal Notepad and Notepad++. You can see the difference. It will not be that much good as what Notepad++ is giving. Do you see the difference? Even though the file is HTML saved also, are we getting the colors and all? No, right? So that extra options are coming where? In the Notepad++. If you go to the Visual Studio Code, it will be even more better. You have a lot of other editor options, advanced editor options will come, but I'm not covering this Visual Studio Code. This Visual Studio Code I'm covering as part of non-tech to tech series on the weekends. On weekends, we have a session where we are covering every topic in depth, like HTML in depth, CSS in depth, all the web technologies in depth. You see the coloring and you see if I have to type this doc type, just less than symbol, it's giving me a suggestion. If I select this, you see how simple it is in not this Visual Studio Code. It's even more better, right? So like this kind of things will be there in the Visual Studio Code when compared to which one is the best editor, Visual Studio Code. But ultimately here we don't have to learn HTML to that expert level. So that's the reason I'm covering this level. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Check, is that clear
But,
or any
if tomorrow I will install and I will practice, is there an issue?
So
I
no
will
need to
ask them.
worry. I'll give you that thing also. I'm going to let you know for the people who have joined my session today, right? For them, all the people, this is the thing. Okay, you are part of this discussion group, batch 1 discussion group. Are you added here? Yes, you are added here, right? Somewhere you have got added here. Go to the description here. You will get a Google Drive link. I already gave the access for the Google Drive link. Google Drive links for content. Copy this link. And better you take Opera browser, which supports the Google Drive videos very well. Open that. You will get all the videos that I have covered so far. For batch 1 also you will get. But your focus is on the batch 2. This folder you go inside. Remaining all are extra things for you. Okay, just focus on the batch 2 for now because you are joined today itself, right? Don't go with other things. Just go to the batch 2. Here Selenium Java folder will be there. Go inside that. You already have the access for that. Once you go inside that, there are some videos that I have created. So for this batch, whatever the videos sessions I have taken, these 5 sessions I have taken, today is the 6th session. These are very basic things. So how to install, what to install, why we are learning this, everything will be clear for you in this videos. Just watch these videos. You don't have to do any assignments or something. Even you can go to the Telegram group if you want. QFX batch 2 is there from the start. You can see that same things will be there here. If you don't want to with the Google Drive link, you can also go like this. You see here, session 1. Notes are there, recording is there. Okay, so you can do the assignment, that is optional. If you don't want to, initially if you don't want to do the assignments, you can skip it. Those are very simple assignments anyhow. Again, the notes are there. Introduction to Selenium notes are there. This is like I covered introduction to Selenium, and the next topic is HTML. So just introduction is there, but we have not really started Selenium. So just go through these 5 videos, and today is the 6th video that you understood anyhow. Total 5 videos you complete. 6th video also I'll try to upload. You can rewatch that if you really want to watch in a sequence. And next tomorrow session onwards, it will be easy for you. Got it?
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Any doubts also you can ask in these videos when you watch, and later you get any doubts, you can ask me also in the upcoming sessions. That's okay. Okay. Don't think that that doubt should be asked on the same day. It's not like that. You can ask me anything. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Yes. 50 days, we are not covering APA. After 50 days, APA will come. In 50 days, only Selenium Java up to CI/CD will come. Okay, Jyoti, clear? The 50 days topics up to CI/CD will come. Not the API part is an additional thing. Okay, that will take time. You cannot cover in 50 days. It will be very fast. I have to take the sessions. Okay, you see, HTML only is taking 3 to 4 days. How can I complete that? Right? It will take time. Okay, so we'll complete up to CI/CD and live project. Okay. Okay. So anyone new to the batch and want to talk to me?
Arun,
Hi,
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hi, sir.
hi,
Good evening.
Jagdishwaran.
Yes, sir. Good evening. I joined yesterday and I got a couple of recordings. I'm
Okay.
able to follow all of your videos.
Fine,
Actually,
great.
this could be an advanced question, but please correct me.
Sure, sure.
Actually, most of the projects, like I work in software testing industry around 14 years. Most
Okay.
of the projects, like some are the existing project where we don't need to develop any framework. But if we go to
Right.
any new project, right, they are asking us to develop the framework from the scratch.
Yes, yes,
So
correct.
what kind of strategy or advice would you give us in order to pick those assignment?
There are two ways of learning the framework because here one thing is that first you have to know the basics of the frameworks. Okay, you have to first learn the framework concepts like TestNG, whatever the topics around that framework, right? Like TestNG, Cucumber BDD, Page Object Model, Page Factory, Extend Reports. Okay, POI API, all these framework concepts you have to learn. Whatever the third-party libraries that are required for building the framework, you have to learn first. Okay, once that is done, you have to go and build the framework from the scratch. That I will be covering in my sessions. Don't worry. As part of this 50-day sessions, we'll have the sessions where I'll be creating some framework from scratch. Okay, don't have to worry about that. And next thing that you have to see is, since you are already part of an organization, maybe you may have access to other projects, right?
Yes, sir.
Some people will, friends will be there in other projects. They already are working on some frameworks, right? So the best thing that you already got in your hand is that, try to reverse engineer that frameworks. Try to go to the frameworks and, try to reverse engineer and try to understand what type of strategies they have used. Okay. So two directional you have to go. One direction is that you have to go in the way of learning from scratch way. Another one is already built framework will be there that you are decoding in the reverse direction. These two things, when you do, you will become an expert in framework. The more you will do the decoding, the more the expertise you will get. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Decode,
That should be
decode and replicate, decode and replicate. Okay, when you are able to decode the existing frameworks and replicate that by learning all these framework concepts and learning the different, doing some R&D on frameworks, right? Over a period of time, it will be easy. And again, I have to say that these sessions, right, at some point of time, I'll cover that also. We'll do a lot of R&D on frameworks. Okay, so don't worry about that. I'll be covering. But meanwhile, if you don't have to waste the time and if you want to just go and if you already have some good knowledge on the things and all, right, then go and try to decode the frameworks, okay, and try to understand them, how they are doing the abstraction part, okay, how the inheritance concepts are being used, what type of Java technologies, like some people will use Lambda expressions, some people will use streams, some people will use collections framework here and there, what type of Java concepts they are using. Try to make a note and try to learn them and try to decode them. That is the best way of learning the frameworks. Apart from learning this side, training side, you also have to learn the decoding side. So we'll try to do that. Whatever is possible, we'll try to do that. Okay.
sure, sir. Thank you very much for your suggestion.
Welcome. So the sessions are in the beginning state, so you cannot expect much from the sessions, but something new we'll be learning anyhow still. But ultimately, when we go to the advanced part, right, after the 50 days, once we complete, right, then we are in a good swing where we'll do a lot of stuff. Okay. R&D stuff. Okay. Don't think that after 50 days sessions will be over. After 50 days, actual film will start where we are going to do R&D on the frameworks. Okay. Together.
Okay, sir. Sure. Thank you.
Fine. Welcome. So someone was having a question, right? Who is that?
It's me, Arun.
Yeah, Manjeev.
Manjeev.
Yeah, Manjeev, tell me.
On the weekend, the live session, those sessions are like predefined topics, or that's very live. What is it?
On the weekends, right? On the weekends, morning 7 a.m. you are talking about that live automation sessions. On the
Like,
weekends we have actually 4 sessions, Manjeev. In the morning session 7 a.m. it will start. On the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, where these are additional and add-on sessions or extension kind of sessions, where whatever the training I'm doing on the weekdays, right? On the weekends, what we do is we take some website, some challenging website we'll take, or challenging tasks we'll say take for automation. It may be some different challenging tasks we'll take and try to automate that. It may be Make My Trip. It can be, any website. Okay, Amazon.com. It can be sometimes. Okay, it can be Make My Trip, or it can be any other website, or it can be any demo website where people are asking us to practice Selenium automation. That kind of websites are also there where different type of elements are already created, like Internet Heroku and all. Okay, we have Let Code application. We have a lot of challenges we are solving. So that kind of random challenges we are solving on the weekends. Okay, so every weekend we are solving something new.
I had joined 2 sessions, I believe,
Yeah.
but that was too complicated for me to
Yeah, don't
understand
worry.
what's
Try to
going on.
understand. Don't feel that it's complicated, but try to, those are not, you have to learn in, once you are done with these training sessions, right, you'll be good, you'll be able to understand. But still, if you not understand, also try to join. That's okay. Something in advance you are learning, nothing much. Okay. So we are not using too complicated things. We are simplified way only we are doing. to tackle the challenges and all, but you may not understand, but later point of time, once your training is done, right, it will be very easy for you. So try to attend them still, even though you don't understand also. Fine.
Okay. Thank you.
So yeah, fine, welcome. So we'll go with random challenges, guys. Once we go with 1 or 2 or 3 weeks, right, this live challenges will become very easy for you. It will be very easy. And later, right, we're going to implement the framework. So I want the batch 1 and batch 2 should be ready with the framework concepts. Then only we can implement the frameworks on the weekends. Okay, that's the plan. For now, without frameworks, nothing, plain automation scripts we are writing as a solving the challenges. So the challenges are not just complex for you, Manju, it's also complex for us. Because sometimes what happens is application will become very typical that, as an automation engineer, I don't get any ideas to automate. But despite of that problems, right, I have to overcome that problems and solve it. That's what is the thing that I'm going to teach you on that live sessions, okay? So even though it looks like it's only complex for you, but everyone it is complex. Will not get the solutions immediately. We have to think and take the solutions, but some knowledge is required for that for sure. But after getting the knowledge, still it is a complex only, okay? But if you are able to try to watch these videos and practice if required after some sessions of Selenium are over, right? Try to start with the day 1 and try to practice all these videos. Your confidence levels in Selenium automation will rise. That's the reason for the live sessions, okay? No matter what, try to attend, guys. Whether you understand or whether topics are completed for you, not completed for you, try to attend them. At least something you will understand what's going on, you will understand. At later point of time, once you are good with Selenium automation, you can rewatch the recording and, get the things done, okay? And also we have one more initiative going on. That is like, we have to automate an end-to-end application of 500 test cases. I'm not intentionally starting that. Once you are good in Selenium, I'll start that. There you'll understand everything. Okay, these are like for temporary being. We are solving some challenges on the weekends. Okay, instead of wasting the time. Okay, clear, Manju?
Okay, thank you. Yes.
Don't
clear.
worry.
Thank you.
Don't worry. Everything will be on place when the right time comes. Okay. Till then, you just watch and see. Yeah. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? Anyone?
Hello, sir. I'm Shravanti.
Yes, Ravanti.
Yeah, in these sessions, second batch too. So the live
Yeah.
projects will be also covered, like from starting from the application to the end, like from creating the frameworks. So
Yeah,
all
everything will be covered, but that
covered.
has not started yet. That will be
Yeah.
covered on the weekends. That will be covered on the weekends, morning hours. Okay. But currently we have not completed any Selenium automation, right? So I'm not starting that. Randomly, we are solving some challenges meanwhile. Okay. For the batch 1, we are doing some challenges, sir. Okay. For the batch 2, when the time comes, we'll start a fresh application and try to automate end-to-end of the application with framework. Okay.
Okay, and you will cover the database testing as well.
Yes, everything
SQL
we'll cover.
concepts.
Everything we
Okay.
are going to cover. No topic we are going to miss out. Okay, all the things are ultimate aim. But in the 50 days plan, the database testing main is not there. But after the 50 days, it will be covered for you. Okay.
Okay.
Because,
Thank you.
because the initial intention is there to make you guys go to the next level. Once you are going to the next level, right, then we can go into the R&D part. That's what is the plan. Okay, no matter you have completed this level 1, you reached or not, try to attend the weekend sessions no matter what. So in the weekend sessions, we are doing R&D on manual testing, R&D on this random application automations, okay, challenges we are doing. Then we are also going with non-tech to tech series, where we are learning some HTML concepts in depth. Whatever the HTML I'm covering is at a high level, but on the weekends, it will be in depth. Okay, every small detail will go. Like whoever is interested in exploring HTML to its core level, try to attend the weekend sessions. These are like high level sessions I'm taking. Whatever the HTML knowledge is required for Selenium I'm covering, but on weekends this technical topic will be covered in very depth. And another session we have Java in depth kind of sessions also on weekends, where we are covering every Java topic in depth. Okay, we are now currently in collections framework for the batch 1. Those things will be repeated again on the weekends again. But if you are okay, you can join that. Try to see like what's going on. Okay, whether you're not understanding, also try to put some mind into that, so things will become easier later point of time. Okay, is that clear? For now, main sessions are from Monday to Friday. Main sessions are from Monday to Friday. Remaining all are additional sessions. So only for the people who joined recently, right? Try to complete these 5 videos. That will be more than enough. Don't worry about other things. Okay. There's one day 1 to day 5 to complete. That will be more than enough. Okay. And at the same time, you have the access for the previous batches. If you have time, you can go through the other videos also when you have time. Okay. These are the batch 1 videos, whatever that is outside, right? And here all these folders, everything you can explore later point of time. This Java in-depth sessions, non-tech to tech sessions, whatever I'm taking on weekends, live automation sessions for solving challenges as a side hustle, manual testing R&D sessions. These are not really manual sessions, but R&D sessions. Okay, so for batch 2, this is the folder that is enough. Don't worry about the remaining stuff. Just this 5 videos you try to complete, that will be more than enough. Okay. And today's video, 6th video that I'll upload in some time. Any other questions? Anyone?
So tomorrow Java installation, sir. Java and Eclipse.
Tomorrow, no. Tomorrow HTML only has not completed it. Okay. We are still in HTML. So tomorrow some like frames, tables, buttons, radio buttons, checkbox fields, different type of web elements we are trying to create tomorrow. Okay. Today images, anchor tags and different type of tags like bold, italic, underscore and delete, those kind of things we covered, and some basic concepts of HTML elements we covered. Tomorrow we'll cover the remaining portion of HTML, and thereafter we'll go for CSS and JavaScript. Okay, that's the plan. So maybe it will take, today's Tuesday, right? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it will take for us to complete this till one or 2 or 3 sessions it may take. Some buffer will keep one more day. So that these are very important for locators. After that, we'll start the locators. We'll not start Java. After this concept, we'll start locators at a high level. Okay. Framework is not started for the batch 1. Batch 1 is an R&D batch that goes very slow. So currently we are what we are at is the mouse actions and something we completed. Mouse automating mouse taking screenshots. We are currently in taking screenshots part. If you want to attend batch 1 also, you can attend, guys. Okay. So if you guys are already aware of all this stuff and you don't directly want to attend some advanced topics of Selenium, and we are near to the framework, but we are not that much near, somewhat near to the frameworks. Okay. Framework videos will start in a while. So one thing you can, if you are kind of already experienced in this, and if you want to learn right from scratch, you can join the evening batch. In the morning hours, you join the Selenium advanced topics we are currently discussing. You can be part of that also. Okay, so parallelly you can cover beginning and ending. Yeah, whoever is raising the hand, you can ask me the questions.
So like regarding the reason that we are discussing this HTML because of identify locators, right?
Yes, for locators, these HTML concepts are required.
Yes, and the point is, so we have different types of locators. Out of all, like we are using XPath more frequently. Suppose if corresponding
Yes.
locators are not there, like we try to use this XPath.
XPath mode, yes, correct.
Yeah, and if like like the main point is like, is it good practice to use XPath for all the locators,
yes,
even though
definitely
we have...
it is a good practice nowadays. Earlier it was not a good practice. Now it is a good practice only. Why? Because earlier
Like
we
even...
have IE browser, Internet Explorer browser. Okay. Now it
Yes.
got deprecated by Microsoft. So most of the cases, what used to happen in the earlier or olden days is that XPath expressions used to fail sometimes, very rarely. XPath expressions
Yes.
used to fail in the IE browser as part of automation, but IE browser is not deprecated now. It's not in use now. So we can directly go with, if in your project there is no IE browser, you can blindly go with XPath expressions without any problems. They are very effective and very powerful. And compared to CS selectors, they are a bit slower, but I have seen a lot of projects that directly use XPath expressions without any problem. But there is a misconception in the companies that XPath is bad. Okay, that's not right.
Yes.
It will take some time
Sir,
for the people to figure out. But if
Yeah.
in companies, if they are using CS selectors over XPath, and if they think they are going for XPath only after CS selectors, don't fight with them. Go with CS selectors and also use XPath whenever CSS is not possible. Okay.
Yes, sir. Like so the point is, it like even though if you have ID locators, name locators, and class locators,
Still we can
we can
use
go for
XPath,
XPath.
but it depends on the company to company what the process they are following. So we have to, when you work in a company on an automation project, right? Better ideal way is that you have to use ID first, name second, link text next, class name next, and the link text next, and then followed by XPath and CSS. Okay, anything you can use nowadays, ideally. Okay, but if that is not the case in some companies, then in that case we have to like some companies, what they will do is the developers will be there, right? Senior automation engineers. They will make you habituate to write the XPath expression. That is also a good thing only. There's no problem in that. Okay, there's no problem in that until your job is solved. There's nothing is a problem. As per the priorities, things are different. But in XPath also, you'll provide the same ID only, right? So it will be as
Yes.
effective as the ID only. Okay, but XPath will take more time than ID. Okay, because it has to create that query on the DOM and then find the required element having that ID attribute with that value. So query will take place, but if you directly use ID, it is very easy to find. Okay, so faster way is ID only.
Okay, sir.
But
Thank you. sir.
it's not that much speed problem will be there that you think about. So it's okay to use XPath or it's okay to go with the ideal way. The ideal way is the priority of the locators we have to file. Non-ideal way is also fine. No problem. Okay. So just for the small
Okay, sir.
things, we should not fight. It's okay to get adjusted to our corporate environment and then, whatever they say, do that. When you are when ball is in your court, you can decide what you have to do. And you can tell your
Yes,
team
sir.
members to also to follow that. Okay. It's up to that kind of situation it is. Okay.
Yes, I watched all your like XPath related YouTube videos.
Great.
So
Super.
I
Okay.
am
So you're
master
clear
like
about it.
writing XPath.
Yes, that's great. Okay. I covered all the
Thank you, sir.
checklists, right?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Watched 2 hours video, everything.
Yes, everything is there that I'm going to cover as part of this session also again. So maybe
Yeah.
it will be a revision for you. And
Yeah, thank you,
I
sir.
think that you are already good at that, but let's see. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome now. Any other questions, guys?
Sir, which is faster, sir? Actually, I think XPath takes more time, no? More memory consumption, right? XPath.
Not like that. XPath and CSS, when you compare, CSS is a bit faster. That doesn't mean that XPath is slower. Got it? You say, let's say a tiger and leopard is running, let's assume. They both run in very good space. But compared to tiger, leopard is running very fast. Okay? Kind of fast. A bit faster. Okay? That doesn't mean that tiger is running low. Okay? Got it? My point? What I'm saying? When I compare two animals at the speed, they are almost at the same speed, but leopard is a bit faster than tiger, let's assume. Okay? Almost same, but a bit faster. In that case, can you say tiger is bad? No, right? It's good at speed. Even XPath is good at speed, but when compared to CSS selectors, it's a bit slower. Okay, that's
Which
the
one
only thing.
takes more memory, sir? XPath or CSS? More memory consumption?
Memory, I don't think we have to talk about memory in this context at all. Okay, we should not think about context of memory in this case of locators as far as I know. Only the thing is speed. Both XPath and CSS have to query the DOM and get the element located. Okay, so they take some time in processing, and compared to XPath, CSS will be very faster because the route that it takes, technical route that it takes, is faster. XPath, I don't think the memory wise you don't have to discuss much. There's no term like memory for XPath or CSS. Only speed we calculate. Or the next one is that earlier XPath used to fail in IE browsers. Now see, that's the reason, right? They used to use CSS over the XPath earlier, but nowadays IE browser got deprecated, so there is no difference in XPath and CSS in terms of that failures. Okay, all the browsers are now properly supporting XPath and CSS both. You can use any of them. If CSS is not able
Actually,
to locate it,
ID is easy, no, sir. Actually, why they are not focusing on ID? ID is very easy for anybody. ID or
yes,
name.
ID is having the first priority, right? Ideally, ID is the first priority in locators. Because it's kind of unique and it can locate the element directly because only one element will have the ID. It doesn't mean that developers will not duplicate the ID. If there may be some bad practices done by developers where in the HTML code for multiple elements, developers may have put multiple duplicate IDs. That's okay. That happens in real time. But ultimately, most of the cases, ID will be unique. So we'll give the first priority to ID because ID will locate the element very faster than any other stuff. Okay.
Okay, sir.
That's the thing. We'll talk about this in locators concept in depth. Don't worry about that topic. Let the topic come. Okay, because other people will not understand at this point of time. So once the HTML is over, we'll go to the locators. We'll cover all the different type of locators, priority of locators. Okay, what is the difference between all the locators? Which one we have to use in as per the priority and all. I'll cover that in depth. Okay, don't worry. And in fact, in this HTML also, there is some DOM portion we can cover at a high level if you want. We'll see that. Okay, if required, we'll do that. Yes, any other questions, guys? Any other questions left out from today's session?
So normally how to, I mean, Janik, just outside the question, outside of the today's class. So
Hmm.
normally how to handle dynamic changing, so dynamic web element changing or, dynamic code changes. how to
Dynamic
handle
changing
changing?
elements in the case of HTML, you are saying?
Yeah, anything, HTML or any code.
Yeah, you see, whenever the elements are changing dynamically, if HTML, some portion of the HTML text is changing for some attribute and all, in that case, you can only take the constant by creating proper XPaths. Okay, there are some ways to do that I'll explain you during the locators concept. Okay, and there are many other techniques for that handling the dynamic elements. So when time comes, what type of dynamic element it is, with that example we have to cover. Okay, we cannot on the fly can say that how to handle dynamic elements, we cannot say that. But when the time comes, with the help of locators, how to handle the dynamic elements. Okay, a different type of dynamic things will be there. Dynamic XPath is there, dynamic web elements are there. Okay, all these things need to be covered in depth that I'll be covering in the upcoming sessions for you. Okay, is that fine?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, any other questions? All good. If you don't have any questions, just type no in the chat box so that we can know that you don't have any questions. So how many have the questions, how many doesn't have the questions, we can figure it out. Just type no in the chat box, guys, if you don't have any questions. Ram, don't have any questions. Ashish, don't, no questions. Other people, Monica, no questions. Tulasi Priya, no questions. AB, no questions. What about other people who are there? Vishwa, no questions. Manju, no questions. Okay, what about others? Sheikh, do you have any other questions from today's session or any other questions? Selvi, give, do you have any questions?
No,
Ranak?
not.
Sir, actually, just a small suggestion for the batch one like that.
Yes, Srinivas, continue.
Any topic wise, this one is there, sir. Actually, for the I mean, for example, Java. If I want to do a Java installation or Eclipse, today you are saying about HTML. So rather than just put day one session like that, so are you keeping that naming
Yeah,
convention also, sir? So that,
once locators are done, we'll go with the Java only. Okay. So just
not Java,
it's
sir. No. My question is different. So, for example, you have some 50 sessions, sir. So, for
yes.
example, somebody want XPaths or somebody want, how you to install Java like that. So, rather than just putting day one, day two, day three, day four like that. So topic wise, for example, to yesterday HTML, today HTML. So, HTML day one, HTML day two, HTML
We
day
cannot
three.
say that because it all depends on some sessions. What will happen is some doubts will come, because of which right, the sessions will get delayed. Okay, but I am trying my level best to be on track, but I
Yeah, so
cannot give
that,
a
we can
particular.
easily pick that one. For example, if
Yes,
any
for now, until
element.
HTML is completed, we should not think about other stuff now. Okay, we should be only focused on HTML, CSS, JavaScript, because all these things will come to use in Selenium automation at some point of time. Okay, that's the reason we have to. It's not about only locators, but HTML code for tables and all these things are really required when we go with Selenium topics. When we handle tables and all, right? When you handle frames related HTML is required. Don't think that. Don't put a low kind of feeling on this HTML. HTML is very important here. Okay, so very important
No, sir.
here.
I'm not talking about this one. Actually, for the batch one, we have already completed sessions. Huh? So just for naming rechange, actually. So rather than day one, day two, day three,
I
like
don't
that,
think
topic
I
wise.
can do that now. I think I named it as much as good. You can go to the.
Okay.
Maybe you can do one thing. Can be part of the batch one Telegram group. You can ask Javed to add you into the batch one so that you can easily understand what they have done. Because instead of putting names, right, the topics, for example, you can see on the screen what is covered already for them. By looking at the topics, you can clearly understand what I covered. Okay, on which day and
Okay,
all.
sir.
Okay,
No
scroll
problem.
down here. You see, for example, batch one recording. What is there here? Some assignments. By looking at the assignments, you can know what we have done. Assignment is explore tutorials in the application, some testing related assignment, that is. Okay, so then go to the day two, recording is there. And just look into the assignment somewhere here. Explore official website of Selenium. That's an
Sure, sir, I'll
introduction to
show.
Selenium topic. Like, okay, Selenium IDE related assignments are there. So you can see the topics here clearly. Okay.
Sure,
So
sir. Sir,
ask
one more
Javed
thing.
to ask.
Yeah, sure, sir. Sure. Yeah, continue.
Ask
Sorry,
Javed.
sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, here it will be easy for you. Okay. Test cases and all those stuff. Some high level stuff I covered for them. And later on, HTML also covered. Okay. So you can clearly see some videos also I gave them as assignments. Okay. To watch and all. But I am covering it for you in depth anyhow. So yeah, you can go through
Sure,
this.
sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
This will get you the idea.
Sir, are you teaching JavaScript also, sir, along with Java, or only Java?
Yes. JavaScript that is required for Selenium only I'll teach, because in the Selenium, right, whatever the JavaScript we'll use in a different way. Okay. We don't have to learn JavaScript in depth. Okay.
That slider.
But if you see JavaScript and Java, but when we go to advanced R&D sessions after the Selenium Java, after APIs and all, right, we may have to explore some tools like Cypress or something, right? Then we may have to use some JavaScript. At that time, we can think about that. But for now, let's not worry about the JavaScript in depth. For Selenium, how much JavaScript is required, that only will be covered during the Selenium sessions.
Even
Okay.
API also you will be covering, sir. API Selenium.
Yes. API and Selenium, everything will be there when the time comes. But after the 50 sessions only, because our 50 deadline we have kept, right? 50 sessions. We'll try to accommodate that, and based on that, after 50 only, we'll try to think about R&D. Till then, we'll not think about R&Ds.
Okay, sir.
But if you still want to be part of, parallel R&D, you can attend my morning sessions. Okay. I don't think it's possible for you to attend the morning sessions. I think so.
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
You are
sir.
from UK.
Sir, one
right?
more thing, for batch 1 students, sir, those who already completed. So assume that they already completed the batch now, and they got some doubts actually. Some errors. Some, not easy ones, some difficult errors or something. So what is the approach, sir, actually? So they need to attend that particular topic when, like, for example, batch
Not
2 you are
like that. They
covering
can
today.
join any session and ask me. That's not a big problem. Okay.
Okay.
So in our sessions, there are no rules and regulations. You can go to any batch, you can attend any batch, you can ask doubts anywhere. After every session, you can ask any small doubt, you can ask any big doubt, you can ask. Okay. Recently have in the batch 1, I guess, someone is facing some problem with they are getting some class not found exception. We solved it in the batch itself, in the same session itself, we solved it. Okay. So it's okay. So at the end of the session, you need to ask the doubt, and if the session is practical one, you can share your screen. And once you share your screen, then I'll suggest you what is going on. Then we'll give you the solutions and all. We'll try to resolve the problem. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
With my instructions on the live, we'll solve the problem. Okay. Because learning with problems is also important. It's not like topics. We have to learn with problems also. We have to get the problems and we have to solve them. Then only our learning and confidence will increase. Fine. Srinivas?
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. Any other questions, guys? I think I'm just winding it up. It's already too late, 10:15 here in India. So we'll stop it here. So we'll meet tomorrow, or you can also meet me in tomorrow morning session also. Anything is fine. Tomorrow at 7 a.m. IST, we have morning session for batch 1. You can be part of the batch 1 also. So either next session or evening session, you can attend. No worries. Okay. So bye everyone. See you in the next session. Bye.